It began, as so many modern horrors do, not with a scream but with a whisper, a soft, digital sigh in the dead of night. Mark Reynolds, a 34-year-old cybersecurity consultant, ironically lived in a comfortable suburban home in Plano, just north of Dallas. He prided himself on digital hygiene, encrypted emails, password managers, full-disk encryption on all his devices. But like millions of others swept up in the tidal wave of convenience, he'd embraced the promise of the smart home. His house blinked with intelligence. A Ring video doorbell recorded every visitor. August smart locks let him grant access to dog walkers with a tap. Nest thermostats learned his habits. Philips Hue lights dimmed automatically at sunset. An Amazon Echo sat on his nightstand, always listening for its wake word. Even his coffee maker could be triggered from his phone. He told himself it was secure. After all, he worked in InfoSec. He'd read the white papers. He'd even spoken at conferences about phishing and ransomware. But the enemy wasn't coming through his inbox. It was already inside. It was the 12th of July 2017. Sweltering, humid, the kind of Texas heat that made concrete shimmer. Mark woke at 2:47 a.m. to his Echo playing static. Then, a voice low, synthetic, glitching between male and female tones spoke clearly. "You left the garage open again." Mark froze. He didn't have a garage. He yanked the power cord from the Echo. Heart pounding, he checked his Ring app. No motion alerts, no visitors. The front door camera showed an empty porch under a pale yellow streetlight. He told himself it was a bug. Maybe a firmware update gone wrong. Maybe a neighbor's device got cross-wired. He was wrong. The next day, his Nest thermostat set itself to 90 degrees Fahrenheit while he was at work. His smart lights turned on and off in sequence: living room, kitchen, bedroom, as if someone were walking through the house. He changed all his passwords, enabled two-factor authentication everywhere, scanned his network with custom tools, found nothing. Then came the emails, anonymous, untraceable, sent from disposable accounts routed through Tor. The first read, "Your blinds are open at 3 p.m. every weekday. Do you know how visible your bedroom is from the oak tree across the street?" Mark's blood turned to ice. He lived on a quiet cul-de-sac. The nearest house was 75 feet away. No one could see into his bedroom, not unless they were in the tree. He called the police. They took a report, offered platitudes, and left. He contacted Ring. After 5 days of back and forth, a technician admitted something horrifying. An undocumented API flaw had allowed attackers to hijack live feeds from Ring cameras, using only an email address and a session token harvested from third-party apps. No password needed. But that wasn't even the worst of it. Mark tore his home apart digitally and physically. He disconnected every IoT device, ran packet captures, found something even more disturbing. His smart LED light bulbs, cheap, Wi-Fi-enabled models he'd bought on Amazon, were communicating with a server in Shenzhen, China. Not just syncing schedules. They were exfiltrating network metadata, device names, IP ranges, even snippets of local traffic. When he opened one, he found a hidden micro SD slot, unused in retail units, but present in the hardware. A back door, waiting. He contacted a journalist at Wired. Within weeks, a joint investigation with cybersecurity firm Rapid7 uncovered a supply chain compromise. Millions of budget IoT devices, plugs, cameras, even children's toys had been preloaded with stealthy firmware that created persistent backdoors. Once on a home network, they formed mesh networks, relaying data to centralized command and control servers. These weren't isolated hacks. This was infrastructure, buried in encrypted Telegram channels and Russian-language hacker forums. Investigators found smart home catalogs, spreadsheets listing compromised households by zip code, income bracket, even family composition. 75093. Male, 30 seconds, no kids, works 9-6. Cameras active, good for voyeur or entry. Some accounts were auctioned, others were rented by the hour to voyeurs or burglars. In one case, a home in Seattle was remotely unlocked while the owners were on vacation. Cleaners arrived to find every drawer open, jewelry gone, and the thermostat set to freeze mode to damage the plumbing. A calling card, a taunt, and the victims? Most never knew they'd been breached. Their smart speakers never played creepy voices. Their lights never flickered. The intruders stayed silent, watching, logging, waiting. Mark quit his job, sold his house, moved to a cabin in New Mexico with no internet, no Wi-Fi, not even a landline. He uses a flip phone, pays in cash, checks his windows 3 times before bed. He's not paranoid. He's informed. Because here's the truth. No marketing campaign will tell you your smart home isn't yours. Every device is a potential spy. Every update a potential trap. Every convenience a new surface for exploitation. And unlike your laptop or phone devices, you can secure with care. Your smart toaster doesn't get security patches. Your baby monitor doesn't run antivirus. And the companies selling them? Many prioritize speed to market over security, profit over privacy. A 2023 U.S. Senate investigation found that 78% of top-selling IoT devices had at least one critical, unpatched vulnerability at the time of sale. More than half continued operating with known flaws for over a year. We traded locks for logins, Windows for webcams, safety for software that can be hijacked from halfway across the world. And the scariest part? You don't need to be targeted. You just need to be connected. So, look around. Right now. How many blinking lights are in your room? How many microphones? How many eyes? This isn't a warning from a dystopian novel. This is real. And if you're not afraid, you haven't been paying attention.